Hey guys, this is Arsenal Giants PS3 and this is episode 10 of season 3 of our FIFA 12 Sunderland Manager Mode commentary. And first off, I just want to apologise for how long it has taken to upload a Manager Mode video. I have been on holiday. I did put that up on Twitter, Facebook and all that. I do have links in the description for all of that jazz, so please check that out for the latest updates on our videos. Some of you have been asking, you know, what about the Sunderland Manager Mode? When is it coming out? I'm sorry, I've only just come back from holiday, so that's pretty much why there hasn't been any. So, again, I tell you guys to have a look at the link in the description. But you've just seen the fixture list and also the Premier League table, and there is the goal of the episode for last episode. It was the David and God goal versus Liverpool. But anyway, moving on to our first match of the episode against Leicester City in the Carling Cup. And as always, I'm playing a very much a reserve side against Leicester City in the Carling Cup. Not just because of the actual stamina that playing the same 11 players week in, week out, but also because as an Arsenal fan, I do like to, you know, give the younger players a chance. But Leicester City actually really surprised me. They started off very attacking and they actually went 1-0 ahead in the 20th minute. A little bit of a pass across there, but nonetheless it was quite a good finish on the volley. And it was quite a nice goal in fairness, but only just 2 minutes later comes out to Cohen, who hits a pretty nice shot. But in the end it comes out to Connor Wickham, who has a pretty simple effort. Just kind of half volleys it into the back of the net. The goalkeeper can't do anything about it, and I was just so surprised by Leicester. But after that equaliser by us against Leicester, there was not really much to talk about. Very little highlights. A pretty good tackle there, but nothing really happened in the first half after that Connor Wickham equaliser. And at half time it still was Sunderland 1, Leicester 1, but straight off the bat, well, not really, it was in the 56th minute. Connor Wickham had an effort. I've not really given Connor Wickham very many chances this season. In all the matches I've played him, he hasn't been too great. Fernandinho had a shot, well saved by the keeper there, and then James McLean follows it up and puts it in the back of the net. Very familiar to the first goal we scored through Connor Wickham, but nonetheless we are 2-1 ahead against Leicester City, which is as good as it's going to get really, because Leicester were very attacking. They tried to pass it across there, but didn't really pan out for them. I do bring on Exardan Shaqiri for Matty Everington, who I'm not too keen on as a player, but I do want to give Shaqiri a lot more starts because he's not playing too well. I've tried swapping flanks with him, but it just doesn't seem to be working out too well for him. But we had a couple more efforts till the end of the first half. Cohen had a shot, and then Mignolet makes a pretty good catch. And just towards the end of the match, I bring on James Milner for Jay Colbeck. He has got ginger hair, but he's a pretty good squad player to have around, so I do want to keep him. And Mignolet makes another great save. They didn't make too many saves in that match, but they were quite crucial, and it did end 2-1 to Sunderland. So following that 2-1 win over Leicester City, we move into our second match of the episode against Manchester City in the Barclays Premier League, and look at that Man City lineup. That is an incredibly strong lineup. So going into this match, I wasn't too confident, and straight off the bat in the 10th minute, Man City started attacking. Courtois makes a very good save there and palms it out, and luckily enough it was one of our defenders and not a Man City attacker who got on the end of it. But James Milner literally pulls it out of the hat in the 14th minute. All the Man City players just stand off and give him so much space and time, and James Milner just slots it in. A nice finesse shot into the top corner, but yet again Courtois is called into action, but he pulls off yet again another great save. But in the 23rd minute, Lukaku is set through on goal. Vincent Kompany comes from behind, and I thought that was a penalty. I didn't get a replay of it. And then the fatal mistake every FIFA player will make whenever they play FIFA, they just pass it out. It was just awful. Passed it straight into the path of Alex Pato, who just smashed it in. And for the rest of the first half, there weren't too many highlights to show. So at half time, it was Man City 1, Sunderland 1. But in the 56th minute, Lukaku yet again through on goal, tries for the finesse shot instead of smashing it, which I really should start smashing it with Lukaku instead, because it seems every single goal that he scores is just a smashed effort into the back of the net. But Tevez does make it 2-1 to Man City. I think that was Pato there, delivered a very nice through ball to him, and in fairness it was a pass across, but David Ngog picks it up. A bit of slack Man City defending there, but Joe Hart makes a very good solid save there, and there's very little to talk about. We have another chance. James Milner slides on the ground, maybe could have controlled the ball a little bit better, but Lukaku set through Davin N'Gog very much towards the end of the match and does equalise, makes it 2-2 in the 87th minute, and that was a great goal there, a very important goal as well, because at 2-1 down we need to collect as many points as possible in our target for European and Championship football, so that equaliser is very important. But David Silva comes very close there. Courtois is very happy to see that go wide of the goal, and at full time it does end Man City 2, Sunderland 2. So moving on to our third and final match of this episode against Wolverhampton, who have actually started off the season quite poorly. I'm not really surprised looking at that squad. In reality, Wolves aren't really doing too well either, so I'm not really surprised by their league position in FIFA 12 in our third season, I do believe. I don't know how I can't really remember that. I've been saying it for every intro for the last 10 episodes. But getting back to the match, James Milner puts us 1-0 ahead. A great effort from outside the area. The Wolverhampton defenders kind of step off him a bit. They do try to crowd around him, but give him too much space and time, and James Milner does have a cracking long shot trait. I was going to say a cracking long shot, but he has a pretty good trait too. And in the 28th minute, Davin N'Gog makes it 2-0. A great finish there. A lovely through ball by Lukaku, I think it was. Yes, it was Lukaku. On the volley there, smashes it past the keeper. Can't do anything about it. And we were really playing some sumptuous football. And it was only until that time which Wolves had an effort on goal, and it wasn't really on goal either, into the side netting. And at half time it was 2-0, and this was a very comfortable match. However, Ogbonna does go off with injury, so that is a very disappointing because of injury, and I really can't afford to have too many central defenders going out injured. But Lukaku does make it 3-0 in the 49th minute. A lovely goal there outside the area, yet again just smashes it in bottom corner, and yet again the goalkeeper just can't do anything about it, and Lukaku is set through on goal. It almost becomes just too easy, just finesses it into the top corner to make it 4-0, and this was just turning into a humiliation for Wolverhampton. This was just too easy, cutting them open with chance after chance, but it all goes just terribly wrong for us. Give away the penalty, and the red card is given, and now we have an injury to a centre-back and also now a suspension to Dede, so we're only really left with one centre-back. Although Courtois does get close to the penalty, Kevin Doyle does manage to make it 4-1, as much a consolation as anything. I do bring off Sessegnon for Cohen, although in hindsight that was a bit of a stupid decision. I should have brought off a striker rather than a midfielder. From a free kick, Wolves do make it 4-2, and at this point in the 60th minute I was thinking maybe they can get back into the match. I'm not too solid defensively even when I do have 11 men on the pitch, and Courtois really does make a great save there. If that flies in and it's 4-3, I really have an uncomfortable time of it. I do bring on James McLean for Shaqiri, because Shaqiri's stamina was dropping a bit, but Ebanks Blake comes rather close there but never really troubling the keeper, and it does end 4-2 to Sunderland, so quite happy actually that they didn't manage to get any further goals against us. But as I said earlier, Ogbonna has suffered an injury. He'll be out with 3 weeks time, and also we have that suspension for Dede, and he is out for 2 matches, which is an awful blow to us. But in the Barclays Premier League table, we are still in 4th place with 32 points, so still keeping up our European hopes. And as always, for Goal of the Episode, I want you guys to leave a comment on what you think should be Goal of the Episode, this Davin N'Gog goal, and also the James Milner goal against Wolverhampton. So please leave a comment on what you guys think should be the goal of the episode, and it shall be revealed in the next episode basically. But now for player of the episode, and I didn't really have a clear choice, so instead of deciding on one player, I decided to select Davin N'Gog and Romelu Lukaku, because I think they really helped each other in this episode to score and set up as many goals as possible between each other. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. This was a bit of a scrappy commentary. I haven't really done a commentary in a little while, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless, and if you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up, because it definitely helps me out. So anyway guys, thanks for watching.